Gemini, welcome to your weekly Sidereal forecast for June 1st through the 7th. Happy June. So this week we've got more activity, of course, in your 12th house where we have Mercury retrograde right now, the Sun, Mars. This is all about the reflective house. It's making sure that you're getting enough rest and relaxation, having your meditative time, connecting to the higher realms. And this is something that you're probably rethinking or redoing right now with your ruler retrograde in that 12th house right now at the moment. With your ruler here, this makes the overall energy very nebulous, and especially with last week when Mercury squared up to Neptune, it's very important that, you Geminis love to figure things out, and it's important for you to use that practical, analytical mind of yours. However, in the 12th house, it's not the most comfortable place in the world for Mercury, is your ruler. And so it's important to take it slow, make sure you are getting enough of that rest, relaxation, because this is the time to rest up. Because in about a month, you're going to have your new moon, or 2 weeks rather, you're going to have your new moon here in Gemini in your first house. There's going to be a lot of emphasis here about you, your goals, your drives. So right now it's important for you to rest up, maintain that connection to God or the universe, however you see that, and get that alone time to do some of that reflection. So that's certainly the case this week. But this week is very supportive. We have nothing but very nice aspects between the fast-moving planets. So very nice there. And we do have a full moon here on the 2nd on Tuesday, which is in your 6th house. So with these new beginnings shaping up around your 12th house, now there's a culmination around 6th, which is all about the routine, the day-to-day activities, your health, your service, developing your crafts at work, or just crafts in general, perhaps of the creative nature. And that's always a high time here. Over the past 6 months, for those of you who've started something new in relation to those things, can be a culmination of that. It can also be a culmination of the understanding of how important it is to have that rest and relaxation. But it takes the day-to-day planning. Like, you have to be able to work it into your schedule. The 6th house is it's how to ground spirituality, how to make it real. To have the meditative time, we have to work it in. We got to make it a part of the daily routine, so to speak. So this is something that's been perhaps very serious for you over the past few months, with Saturn recently going into your 6th house. So hopefully you guys have been setting the solid foundations of your health routine and everything relating to that. And now with the full moon, it can illuminate that. It can help you see very clearly what these 6th house matters are, how to take care of the routine, the diet, the regimen, what your craft is about, what your daily work is about. And again, the importance of all of the spiritual things as well with the 12th house here. So a culmination point of all of this, and I would really reflect around the 2nd in terms of specifically the 6th house and the 12th house matters, because that's when we have the greatest awareness of both the whole solar cycle and lunar cycle relating to those two areas. Now, like I said, very supportive this week with the aspects. Your ruler Mercury is involved with that. On Monday through Wednesday, Mercury will be trining up to the North Node. So this whole year, it's been a flow for you to connect to your roots, your home, your family, establishing these things and putting energy into those things. And with Mercury now, ruling your 4th house, perhaps you have been reflecting on these matters since this Mercury retrograde, but now it's very supportive because the North Node is saying, look, this year is about these things. It is important for you to put in that energy there. So I think things are definitely opening up, especially with the 4th house matter. So I'd really recommend those things, and perhaps, again, rethinking about those things continuously will be very supportive. And just connecting to the now moment and where you're at right now, or maybe doing some improvements, to those areas also, home and family, will be very supportive first few days of the week. Now, around Wednesday, we have Venus changing sign. She's going into your 2nd house of your values and resources, finances, and everything on the material side of things. You've already had Jupiter there, which is very nice. Perhaps there's been a lot of opportunities for you to, connect to the material elements and to perhaps expand on the resource and financial side of things. And now with Venus here, she is in a friendly house. She can certainly help you enjoy that. I mean, it's just a metaphor for that you can enjoy right now over the next few weeks to connect to the simple life, which is your senses, the simple pleasures, the good meal, relaxation, nature. Connecting to nature is a very strong element of the 2nd house. And she is in a unfriendly sign here in Cancer. I've been saying to all the signs, just because it is important for you to bring that extra conscious awareness to that enjoyment, but it's certainly there. It's certainly available. And again, for you personally, for you Gemini, she does like to be in your second house that she naturally is accustomed to. So very supportive, I think, with everything relating to the material side of things for the next few weeks. I think you'll find that very enjoyable. Now, Thursday through Sunday, the second half of the week, a very nice aspect. Mars is going to be sextiling up to Jupiter from that second house. So this is very nice. This is, again, those opportunities and expansions with the material side of things now supporting anything that you're doing or motivated with, spiritually or meditatively. The 12th house with Mars here, it's almost like that chi energy. It's very important for you to be working with the spiritual energies in a way that through the rest, through the meditations, or perhaps through the exercises, you are gaining more of that spiritual life force, chi, prana energy, which is both relating to the sun and Mars, but in the Mars sense, it's what motivates you and drives you. So putting energy into that, especially I think relating to the routine for you all, is very, very strong, very powerful. And I think that will further be assisting and supporting these expansions to simply enjoy the simple pleasures of life, which has been the emphasis with Jupiter in the second house. So in either case, I think things are definitely flowing with the 12th house matters this week. And I think further expansion could be possible by putting in energy, putting in energy and motivation, but in a spiritual way where, again, you're getting enough that rest and relaxation, taking care of the routine. All of that can certainly continue to expand the material side of things for you this week. And Jupiter also does rule your relationships and career as well. So I think that's all going to be very supportive, in particular towards this second half, where you can put in energy in those areas and continuously expand in those areas as well. Now, Friday and Saturday, Venus will be trining up to Saturn. So this is going to be supportive for those spiritual things, because she does rule your 12th house. She rules your self-expression also. But again, supporting you in any type of things, again, relating to the material side of life. So over the weekend, if you've been thinking about putting in some changes, because your ruler is still Mercury retrograde, but Saturn retrograde here is supporting any changes here relating to the whole material side of things, and to continuously put energy into that with Mars can be very supportive over the weekend. It's also, again, supporting the tranquil side of things when you take it seriously, and your self-expression also, because Venus does rule both your 12th and your 5th houses. So all in all, I think, it's still subtle because your ruler is still retrograde, but we do have that full moon here, which I think is very important with the health and stuff with Saturn there, supporting and assisting and making sure you're getting enough that rest and relaxation. But things in the second house seem to be very, very nice this week. And I think connecting to home and family and continuously putting an energy into that, as you hopefully have been over the whole week, relating to that 4th house, should be very nice for you, Gemini. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. If you're new to this form of astrology, do check out masteringthezodiac.com, or if you'd like a personal session, and I will talk to you all next time. Take care.